gestures or anything, please?
All right, so are there any people in the audience who are here as support for someone? All right, so here's the rule, and I want you all to listen to me very carefully. If you try to communicate with an inmate in the box, you will be told to leave this courtroom. You will not be welcomed back. Does everyone understand? Whether you're a witness or not, you will not be giving testimony in this court if you do that, because that interferes with the security of this courtroom. Does everybody understand? So anybody who's on this side who is not a defendant, I need you to move to this side, and the defendants on this side move to the left side, but nobody sit on the first row. Thank you.
Any word? Are you ready to get
not on the one.
Okay. Yes.
Well, that rubber band exploded. Oh, no, that's fine.
Come up here, sir.
All right, Joshua Patillo.
Come here.
Yes.
So it says plea deadline, but I thought that today was the final discovery.
It's the plea deadline date, but I did inform you all if between November and now, if all the discovery hasn't been done, the court will reconsider the plea deadline date.
And that's
Doesn't need to be right now, but it's.
What began as a routine court session quickly took an unusual turn. Judge Boyd made it clear that courtroom security and order would be strictly enforced, warning everyone in attendance that any attempt to communicate with inmates could result in immediate removal from the courtroom.
All right, so this is up for trial.
So Judge, today, defense asked in regards to whether or not the case applied for a U visa and any documentation related to that. This is the first state is being made aware, as far as I'm aware. I don't know of any documents, but I'd have to ask them if it's being sent over.
Oh, it's easy to figure out if somebody's applied for U visa, so that'll be able to be done. All right, well, we'll take that up at 11:30.
Okay, so
All right.
come back at 11:30 for that.
Yes. And we'll see if we have an interpreter available for the trial if your case is going.
Okay, and
All right.
is that when I'm gonna find out where I am in the lineup?
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you at 11:30.
All right, thank you. Jose Barrera?
Well, the wife and I work many different hours, and to get him a job, to get him to and from, would be hard for us. You know, without him driving, or if he has strict rules, can't work at night or certain times throughout the day.
So far, then the GPS hasn't affected any of those prospects.
Not at this time.
And before he was arrested in November of 23, was he employed?
He had worked at 2 jobs shortly. He wasn't arrested at that time. That was the 2 years prior to him being arrested.
So the conditions haven't had any effect on previous employment.
It hasn't at this time, except for requesting to attend the interviews.
Nothing from the city.
All right, any follow-up?
No.
All right, thank you so much for coming. All right, the person in the red jacket, can you come forward, please?
She said she doesn't understand English.
All right, if she's underage, she should be in school. And my understanding is, for those who have children, are there any districts that are not currently in school? Nobody has children? Judson is back? All right, so she needs to be removed from the courtroom. I don't have underage people in the courtroom. All right, and the purple person in the gray suit, who is he?
He's the U.S. executive of the United States.
All right, so you're the U.S. executive with the, which part of the United States? I mean. Oh. All right, so do you have documentation? All right, so, all right, thank you so much. You're excused. Thank you. Have a great day. All right, so My understanding is that you were outside speaking with members of the jury. Is that correct? That's either yes or no. No. You were outside speaking to the jurors, yes or no? Nope. Were you outside speaking to the jurors, yes or no?
Detaining, sir. It's getting me nervous. Yeah, detaining. It's a difference between getting arrested.
This is what's going to end up. All right. And what division? All right. Do you have documentation for that? Oh, what is your name? Spell that. First name? And last name? Yes. Spell it. And where's your documentation that show you work for the federal government? All right. So you are not allowed to be in this courthouse anymore. You do not have any business here. If you are not a witness, you are not allowed in this courtroom. Do you understand? And you're not allowed in this courthouse. You know that you are not supposed to be speaking with the jurors in the hallway. You were. Those jurors were not asking you any questions. You took it upon yourself to tamper with the jury that is coming up here for jury selection. You are not allowed in this courthouse anymore. Do you understand? No. Do you understand? So do not come back into the courthouse. That means this courthouse. That means the courthouse next door, that is the historical courthouse. Do you understand? All right. All right. If you can see that he's escorted off the premises. Oh, God bless you too. But personally, I don't feel comfortable with using this jury as the jury pool because I don't know what was said. My understanding is that he is involved in a case here, not as a witness, not as a party whatsoever, but just as maybe a friend of a friend of a friend of a cousin. All right. All right, Miss Compton.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And the other issue, you were not present, but you were number one for jury trial. However, the person who was here in the gray suit who said that he was with the US government, he was,
Mr. Mann.
yeah, he was speaking to the jurors in the hallway. So I don't feel comfortable with using the jury panel that we have.
And Judge, I'm not quite sure how to handle him. I did talk to Daniel about him, and I did make a call before the holidays to the jail. He has been filing all sorts of stuff in this case. I don't know what his relationship is with his family. I don't talk to them. I've never spoken to him. He has communicated with me threats that he's going to sue me in federal court and all kinds of stuff like that. But the thing that troubles me the most, and I called the jail to let them know, is that he evidently had an attorney visit on the video visit, not a recorded visit, an attorney visit with this guy.
Okay.
With my client. Now, I tried to find out if they had a record of that or how it happened. My client doesn't know.
Well, what I've done is I've asked that he not be allowed back in the courthouse. And the deputy took a photo of him. So somebody can let the sheriff know that he's not to have attorney visits if he's not his attorney?
If anything, he's also right now a person who is on bond for an aggravated assault. So somebody might want to talk to pretrial services or his bond.
So somebody may want to talk to his pretrial services officer. And honestly, the name that he gave me, I don't even believe that's his real name because he seemed to be stumbling over what his name was. But the deputies did take a photo of him, so I'm sure that's going to be placed at the courthouses and they can place it at the jail as well.
I'm on the Bear County website pretty easy with the name he's been filing things under.
Okay.
And he's filed stuff.
And what name did he give?
It's a.
Is it Henry?
Henry,
Okay.
whatever that name is, that's his name.
All right. So before you leave here today, we'll take up that matter with the sheriff's office.
One unexpected encounter in a courthouse hallway changed the course of an entire trial day. The consequences that followed were immediate and serious. If you found this case interesting, hit the like button, subscribe to Court Lens TV, and ring the notification bell so you never miss the next courtroom showdown. Thanks for watching.